So, Keanu,
Graham?
let's talk about the past.
Okay.
Why does the past matter to you?
Well, I remember as a young child just being inquisitive, and as I have grown up, it comes to the question of a fundamental sense of who are we?
Yeah, and what's driven me on this quest of my own for more than 30 years is to try to get back to some sort of source.
Source of what?
The source of who we are.
And the timeline.
Timeline's all wrong. That's why those footprints in white sands were so significant to me. And my feeling is that 23,000 years is just the beginning. We're going to go back much further than that.
Yeah, I have that feeling too.
And we are just at the edge of rediscovering so much of our lost past. And in a way, America is the place where that story is unfolding.
Well, that's an exciting idea. I think you're on a quest, Graham, to teach and to bring understanding, perhaps.
Well, the issue about the Americas is that there is so much of our past that we've forgotten, and my role, such as it is, has been to try to recover some of that lost memory.
When I think of the past like that, it sounds exciting.
Absolutely. For me, the past is all about mystery. It's not about what we do know, it's about what we don't know. The huge areas that have not been explored or investigated, the possibilities that haven't been explored.
Yeah.
We need to start looking to pass down knowledge, one generation to the next.
With these universal stories, do you feel like what we're actually getting is a ripple out of that older knowledge?
Yes, yeah, I think we are.
And where did that come from?
There were so few survivors to pass on the knowledge, but the knowledge was passed on in the form of myths, in the form of traditions.
Right.
The myths of humanity are the memory bank of our species, from a time when we have no written memories.
Right. I mean, we know that the oral tradition is very strong as a way of communicating history.
Absolutely.
That kind of. Speak to me of some kind of historical events.
Yeah, exactly. It's this repetition of the same essential idea from cultures that were not supposedly connected in historical times that makes me think that what we're looking at is a shared legacy from a much more ancient culture. And that's why I think myths need to be taken much more seriously.
Yeah, I think that too. The work that you've shared has been very exciting, and when we see archaeological examples of the knowledge of the sky and the stars, as we look back on it, I feel like it is older than we think.
Yeah.
And you connect this idea to a shamanistic point of view.
Yes, absolutely. All shamanistic cultures are very interested in the stars. But at a certain point, that interest in the stars can become a religion.
Can you dig a little bit into that for me?
Shamanism is a system to investigate the mystery of death. What happens to us when we die? This notion that the soul leaves the body, leaps up to the heavens. It was about the journey of the soul after death.
It seems like in our stories and our own journey as we grow up, there's this fact of death. There's the end.
Yeah. It's the essence of everything. It's a kind of morbid subject to discuss, but it's fundamental for all human beings. We're all facing that moment.
Classically, it's described as a driving force for our actions.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to die, so I will do something.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the shamanistic teachings are saying, is that we had better use this opportunity of life well.
Yeah. I think that is the challenge that's before us.
Because that idea is found all around the world, very, very specifically, the leap to the Milky Way. I don't think that could have happened by accident. I think it's something that's been passed on from an ancestor culture.
Yeah.
But when was it passed on? Just how that we're ever going to find.
Oh my God, we're taking on every childhood misconception of the story of the world.
The story of the peopling of the Americas is changing, and I'll give credit to science for that. It's scientific archaeology that is unveiling this new information. What I'm saying is that old ideas